So if you guys see, I have my Canon T3i and batteries and lenses and everything I needed to shoot it, except I left the studio without any SD cards. Don't do that, it's not wise. So I'm going to have to shoot the whole thing on my Mark II, which is fine. I don't mind shooting the time-lapse on my Mark II. But I was planning to do everything on the T3i, and I left all the SD cards 45 minutes, or yeah, about 45 minutes up the road at the studio. So not happening, not going to go up there and get them, because we're going the opposite direction for the time-lapse. So in the future, I guess I need to remember to bring cards, SD cards, memory cards. So that's something that you guys, when you're going to plan to shoot a time-lapse, you're going to get up super early, you best be bringing your memory cards with you. So I guess I'll be seeing you out there. Probably going to shoot over to the iPhone and do all the rest of the morning blog to talk more about my time-lapse. So apparently when certain people wake up at 5:30 in the morning, they like to put their milk in the sugar. I don't know if you can really see that, but she just pulled it right out of the, this is raw milk, by the way, straight from the cow. Yeah, put it right into the sugar instead of a coffee mug where it was supposed to go.
It's raw, straight from the cow.
Straight from the cow. Raw milk.
Raw.
Yeah. CL is not really wanting to wake up. So.
Oh, I'm awake.
But she's getting there. One
brain
sip of coffee at a time.
It's taking my brain a minute to catch up.
This time lapse is about to be epic. Ooh, coffee. That's what I'm talking about. I gotta go, guys. So we made it to the spot where we decided to shoot. There it is. It's a beautiful looking little valley. So apparently I did not prepare anywhere near as good as I should have. And I forgot to bring the base for the tripod that connects to the camera. So the camera, I'm going to show you guys here in a second, the camera is literally sitting on the tripod, not connected. So any small movement could knock my camera right off the tripod. So I have to be real careful to make sure we got a couple dogs out here running around. And I have to make sure that they don't run into the camera. But so there's the tripod right there. And there's no base connected. It's just sitting on the tripod. So make sure you have SD cards and the base of your tripod. It's kind of embarrassing and unprofessional that I did this, but I guess I don't know where my head was at. I was working on like 5 different projects yesterday, and I didn't grab the right equipment when I walked out of the studio, which is, like I said, 45 minutes away. So yeah, but I'm going to get, I think, a pretty cool time lapse. So the objective is the sun's going to come up. Actually, if you look behind me, you really can't see it that well, but that ridge behind me right there, that's where the sun's going to come up. And so we're shooting on the valley back here. If you see, that's kind of a big, huge valley. I actually live down in that valley. And we're shooting into the valley. And the objective is to maybe catch some really cool, the way the sun rises, to catch those shadows and sun rays that are going to hit the valley over the next 2 hours or hour and a half. So things to think about when shooting a time-lapse, I'm going to give you guys a little bit of time-lapse information here, is one, figuring out your time. So to figure out kind of, you know, an idea of when the sun's going to rise. We did not do a good job with that, unfortunately, due to the fact that we just didn't plan out very well. We're getting up at 5:30 in the morning. It's freezing out here, and we're going to go shoot a time lapse. But I should have known that I needed to probably get up another half an hour earlier to get up here and set up in time to get kind of that fade from like complete darkness to light. We got up here and it had already been light for a good at least 20 minutes. And this is light, you know, it's not like bright, but it was bright enough that we're not going to get pure pitch darkness. We're doing for sunrise. I've been told that anywhere from 10 to 20 seconds max is what you want for a sunrise. So again, going back to that time-lapse ebook I've been reading, because like I said, I'm really trying to take my time-lapse to the next level. It's been quite good. So we're going to be shooting. You want to be checking your camera too, because as it's rising, you may need to adjust your ISO due to the fact that your shots become too bright. And you need to be checking your batteries every so often. I have 2 batteries in my Mark II, so I'm probably going to get about an hour of shooting out of them before I need to change them out. So I need to be around the 45-50 minute mark to get ready to change the batteries as soon as they die. But yeah, that's my tidbit of information for this morning. We'll get back with you here in a little bit, I guess, and talk a little bit more about some time-lapse. So we just got back from shooting the time-lapse. It went pretty well. I wish it had gone a little bit better due to the fact that I was shooting kind of from dark all the way to light, you know, so you got to get that transition, and even using the Holy Grail effect, which is a time-lapse effect that this ebook that I've been reading, the guy that also came up with the software LR Time-lapse that I'm using to do all the editing, which makes editing so much easier when it comes to a time-lapse. It works with Lightroom. Anyways, so this is the first time that I've really used his methods, and I think it came out okay, but I don't think it's going to be that great. So I just did a quick edit, and I'm exporting out of Lightroom right now. Actually, this is the software, and we'll pull up Lightroom here and see how far. So the export still got a little ways to go. And then we'll put it into a time-lapse, and I'll actually be able to tell if it came out any good or not. But I just thought it'd be fun to kind of take you guys a blog, you know, take you along with me. So if you guys like this type of stuff, I'd be willing to do more this kind of video blogging stuff when I'm doing different shoots and stuff. You just gotta leave a comment down below, let me know. But I don't want to clutter my YouTube channel with stuff that you guys really don't want to watch. And if you guys are just here just to learn, then I understand, and I won't do so much talking, just teaching. Anyways, guys, check us out on Facebook at David D Images, and Twitter at Media Unlocked, and of course we got our blog at MediaUnlocked.net. I'll catch you guys next time.